So I'm going to teach you what is, in my opinion, the easiest chess opening to play as white. It's called the London system, and it's comprised of just three moves in your first three turns that is very, very difficult for the opponent to play against. And it consists of 1d4, uh, 2b bishop to f4, and then on the third move, you're going to take your knight and you're going to move it to f3. And these three moves are going to end up giving you really good control of the center of the board and a lot of space to continue to develop. So just to play it, I'm going to show you generally how these first couple moves will go. You're going to play 1d4. And then your opponent has a variety of things they could do, knight to f6 being the most common, but they could also develop their other knight, push one of their pawns, something of this nature. The one exception that you need to keep track of is if they play their pawn to e5. This is not great on their end because they can just take their pawn, and it's close to unpunishable. And your pawn can kind of just live in the center, and you're one pawn up, and it's looking pretty good. But your opponent usually won't do that. They'll play one of they'll play one of these moves. So let's say they just play an f6. You are going to proceed and play bishop to f4. Right now the computer says this is the Indian game, but once I play knight to f3, they'll recognize it as the London system. Here your opponent, once again, is going to try to develop pawns or develop their knight, something of the sort. Here the computer says the most common move is d5, just to try to get control of the center of the board here. And then you are going to proceed and just play your knight to f3. And then these three pieces right here take really good control of the center of the board, and it's going to give you a great position to continue your game because now you have room to develop a lot of the rest of your pieces later in the game, and then eventually get to castling, and it's very, very helpful, and it is very easy to learn. So yeah, that's the London system.